The land down under has never been easier to reach. United Airlines has more flights between the U.S. and Australia than any other U.S. airline, so you can fly nonstop to destinations like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Explore dazzling cities, savor the very best of Aussie cuisine, and get up close and personal with the wildlife. Who doesn't want to hold a koala? Go to united.com/Australia to book your adventure.
From the Gator Framework Studio in Music City, it's the Dining at Disney podcast.
Another thing about good food, it brings folks together, all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I am Kristen, Disney park enthusiast, foodie, travel expert, and wishing I was somewhere else with a beach, warm weather, and sunshine.
It is raining here. Do you realize that there's more rain in Nashville than Seattle right now?
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what it is, we get more amount wise of rain because when it rains, we get like a heavy rain instead of days and days and weeks and months of just constant drizzle.
Yeah.
That's exactly what my,
Yeah.
you see, I'm from Seattle, so I know. No,
I couldn't live there.
Oh, I have.
I couldn't do it.
That's
It's
why,
too dreary.
I was such a fan of overcast weather. But anyway, I am Aljon Go. I'm a lover of grunge music because I'm from Seattle. And I also love coffee, also from Seattle.
And look how well
Not originally.
look how well that weather did for those grunge singers.
Hey now. Okay, where am I? Okay, yes. Also a lifelong Disney, Marvel, Star Wars fan. And I also, actually, I'm dreaming of coffee right now. Cat? Yes.
I'm Kat. Experiential producer, film historian, just an old man dressed like a hot dog. Welcome to the show. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Bing.
Hooray!
Hey.
Today, we're going to talk about some updates over at Disneyland, and we're going to talk about Jin. How are you guys doing since I spoke to you last?
Good.
Yeah.
Kristen's tired.
I'm alive.
We're
Yay!
wanting to plan a vacation, and we want to take the kids, and I'm really trying to push this whole cruise agenda because it's going to be my 50th birthday.
Yeah.
And the kids should have fun doing kids programs and doing stuff while we do some adulting and getting back to finding ourselves and getting into a Zen-like state.
I love it. I think that's a great idea.
Yes. So I'm kind of.
I miss Disney. I feel like I need to join Natalie on a Disney trip.
Well, okay.
I miss me some Disney, some just.
Well, we can do a land and sea adventure. We can do,
Go.
and that way we can spend a couple days at Disney to get your Disney on, and then the rest of the time, boom, we're on a boat and having fun. See, I could do that. I could totally do that because I do like walking around the park, but
I just need me some food and wine time.
food and wine time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the thing is, we have our kids, so it's kind of like you can have food and wine time, but the kids will be with us, and they'll be like, actually, they weren't bad last time we went to food and wine.
No, because they like food.
They chomping on food. That's true. But then they were also in a stroller too, because we had the Kingdom stroller, just like you, Kat.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. We used our link and got ourselves a Kingdom stroller, which was amazing. But the kids were a lot younger, and so we had them on a side by side, and they were just happy go lucky, eating popcorn and
What was
eating stuff.
last July?
Yeah.
It's not like they were a lot younger. They were younger.
Well, now they're just more of a handful. So goes the biz. How about you, Kat? How are you doing now that I guess your voice is back?
My voice is back.
Yeah.
I'm still coughing a little, but my voice is back. I went to Dapper Day this weekend.
Yes,
That's
it's
right.
Lovely.
look great.
I
And
got to ride Star Tours and see the update, one of the updates. It
Ooh.
was lovely. I cried. It was great. Loved everything about it.
Oh, whoa. So was Grogu in the mix then?
I did not get a Grogu situation. I had a Cassian Andor situation and a Ahsoka Tano situation,
Ooh.
and it was great. It was, I'm not a ride person, but I am a Star Wars person, so I do make it a point to do Star Tours when I'm not feeling already nauseous. And I was very happy that I did it because it was the new stuff that they added is really cool.
Diego Luna is such a great actor. I love.
Latinos in space.
So good. He's so good. He's
Best.
excellent in Rogue One and Andor. And everybody knows that I'm a big fan of Rosario Dawson. No matter what she does, she can do no wrong. She's just
Yep.
awesome. Anyway, all the way back to Clerks days.
Truth. She's great. He's great. It was
I
great.
never finished that movie.
You've never finished Clerks?
Oh,
Oh. You know, there is a Disney tie-in with Clerks because Clerks for 6 episodes was on ABC as an animated show that Dave Bozzer, my co-host, worked on.
speaking of Clerks,
Yes.
Kevin.
Smith.
Yes. Did you know he was on Storybots?
Yes. So our kids are.
I
our
like
kids are
heard
at
the
that
voice and I
age.
was like,
I know that.
Yeah, our kids are
that
of that
sounds like
age.
Kevin Smith.
And,
Like,
yeah, and so they watch Storybots on Netflix, and they're just so entertained by it every morning. And when I'm making them breakfast, I just put on the Storybots or number blocks or whatever educational stuff I can put on there. And of course, their favorite one is the one about music. So they watch John Legend talk about, the king of music and talk and all
Of
that.
course.
And as they should, because, it's John Legend, of course.
Exactly.
But they really enjoy that show. Anyway, we talked a lot about stuff. This is what happens when we're catching up on things, Kat.
It's good. It's good. I can't complain.
But I'm glad. I'm glad that you're feeling better. I'm glad that you're talking and all that, and you're back on the show. We missed you.
I was very much like, oh, I probably shouldn't do things because I don't have a voice and it's going to get worse. And then I went to see a friend play a show on Sunday night after Dapper Day. And Lance Bass showed up there.
Whoa.
And it was so much fun, but there was a lot more yelling than I thought there was going to be.
So you screamed your
Just from me personally.
so you screamed your head off last night.
Oh, I was a lunatic.
So was it a rock show or a pop show or a showcase?
It was the Pop 2000 tour,
Uh,
hosted by Chris Kirkpatrick of NSYNC.
that's right. I know about that tour. I've seen him practice. Yeah.
The best.
all I can say is every time I hear his name,
You think of Eminem, I know.
the
Just say
Eminem
it.
lyric
He
pops
has
in my head.
merchandise. His personal merchandise has that on it.
Yeah, of
Seriously?
And they sang part of the song during the show.
course they did.
Nice.
It was great.
Take himself too seriously. He actually lives in Nashville down the street.
You know, we talked about this last time.
oh, did
that he
we?
was-
Oh, I'm
yes.
sorry.
We can talk about it every show from now on because I will talk about it every day for the rest of my life if I need
I
to.
totally wear that shirt.
Well, we know at some point we'll talk about Disney food, but we have to know. I mean, I already know where you stand because you're such a Justin Timberlake, NSYNC fan, but is that the number one in your heart of hearts in terms of boy bands? Is that number one over Backstreeters? Is it Backstreet person?
I loved the Backstreet Boys as well. You know me, I am just a fan of pop music in general.
Yes, me too. Yeah.
And Justin Timberlake is a problematic fave, but truly in my heart of hearts, since 1992, I have been a JC Chazé girl,
Oh, yeah.
repping Old Mickey Mouse Club,
Yes.
Tony Luca.
Yes.
So like that's where my love lies.
I got you.
I also love Joey Fatone.
Oh,
It's JC, Joey, then Justin, but Justin is the one that does the most stuff. So
yeah, that's true. But he's also the
JC
most
was always
problematic.
JC
yes, exactly. He's the most problematic.
He's the most
was
problematic.
always kind of like the pretty boy in the band.
JC,
JC, yeah.
yeah. But in my opinion, he's like of the current like of this generation's pop singers, he's like one of the best pop singers.
Oh, sure.
Period.
He's
Hands
a great
down.
voice, great performer, great look.
Yeah.
I like
Well,
Joey Fatone as a person.
Oh,
like
Joey
he's my
Fatone.
favorite
Joey's great.
as a person.
No, Joey's great, man. I like Joey
And
Fatone a lot.
Joey is such a talented singer also. Like
Yeah, he has a
Yeah.
great
his
voice.
shows with
Yeah.
AJ, they're like killing it.
When he was on Masked Singer,
Yes, when he was on Masked Singer.
I
the
called
Rabbit.
it early
Oh,
on.
I was like, that's Joey Fatone. Yeah, sure.
I pay very close attention to the clues and try and like put them all together.
Of course.
And unless it's a sports person, I'm never going to guess in a million years because unless it's hockey, I don't know.
Same. That's what I'm always like. I'm like, if it's a sports person or if it's like somebody who was on The Bachelor, I have no idea.
Exactly.
No, I also understand that Joey, as well as like most of NSYNC, were all cast members too, right?
At Disney?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them worked at Disney. Some of them worked at Universal. Some of them worked at both. I think the only one who didn't was Lance.
Oh, Lance didn't. Okay. Yeah, but I remember seeing that documentary on the boy bands and going, oh yeah, they all work there.
He worked at a
The boy band scam.
Yeah, the boy band scam. Yeah, the
My
hit.
favorite.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Nobody listens to me.
Yeah,
Did you hear what I said?
No, I'm
Oh.
deaf. Hey, gang, just so you know, I the past couple of weeks I've had an ear infection, and I'm literally like deaf in one ear right now, so I can't even hear Chris. Even with my headphones on, I can't even hear her from that side.
What did you say?
I said he worked at a space center. Lance Bass.
Yes.
I was being sarcastic
Oh.
because
I mean,
Went into
he
space.
tried to go to space, yes.
yes, so
He's still like the spokesperson for NASA, which I think is hilarious.
that was
great.
my whole point. I
Yeah,
was trying
I-
to be funny.
No, I understood what you were doing, and I was just like, okay, was there
I
any
missed
more to
the whole
that joke?
thing. No, I was
Okay.
just trying to be funny in the moment.
You are funny in every moment, Kristen. It was perfect. I loved it. It's so good.
Oh, all right. 18 minutes into this podcast.
Hey,
Haleo, right, gang?
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Kat, go ahead and knock
It's
yourself.
only my favorite place.
Oh, I know, right?
to eat.
Real quick, speaking of this, tonight when I made dinner, I was making a pasta sauce and I was using the crushed tomatoes. And I said to him, I'm trying to do my sauce like being inspired by the little toast with the tomato on it.
Yes.
Did
I love that.
some good, actually from Greece, from when I went, used the olive oil from that with that.
Yes.
And I had the some grated garlic in the sauce.
Delicious.
I'm having some gummy bear. Anyway, Haleo,
Now I want to sing the gummy bear song.
would you like a gummy bear?
I'll wait. If you want to sing it. Only 30 seconds so we don't get sued.
No, because they'll demonetize the show. Not that we're
Exactly.
anyway.
Well, at Haleo, from April 15th through the 28th, they're having a gin and tonic festival.
Yay!
My favorite.
Yay.
I love
So for
tonic.
I know they're the best. And at Haleo, they're like the size of your head.
I love that.
So good. So for 2 weeks, guests can try a curated lineup of cocktails featuring appetizers made with gin, cyanide, lavender, lemon, and tonic, plus other classics. Tapas pairings to accentuate the flavors of the cocktails, including fan favorites like patatas bravas, and as Kristen was just saying, pan con tomate. So let's talk about the menu. The gin and tonics, those are the most important.
Yes.
So the first one, as I was saying, is called the appetizer. It's got forced gin, cyanide, lavender, lemonade, and tonic.
Mm.
The Saints gin and tonic has Tanqueray gin, ginger, elderflower, aloe vera, and tonic.
That's interesting.
Yes, I'm into that. The Ultimate gin and tonic has Hendrick's gin, juniper, lemon and lime and tonic, of course.
That's
to me,
mine.
that's old classic, baby.
Yeah, that's like the one, right?
It's the one. That is the one for me.
Uh-huh. El Patriarca gin and tonic has Genevieve, citrus expressions, and tonic.
Refreshing.
And the Mediterranean gin and tonic has gin mare, sweet and dry vermouth, lemon, lime, thyme, and tonic water.
Ooh, I like the sounds of that one too.
Stirred, not chosen, please.
They all sound really delicious and refreshing. And then to pair those items with appetizers, with actual appetizers, you could have the patatas bravas, of course, fried potatoes with spicy tomato sauce and aioli, croquetas de pollo, which is a traditional chicken fritter, buñuelos de bacalao, which is fried cod and potato fritters with honey aioli, and of course, pan con tomate y queso manchego, which is toasted slice of crispy bread brushed with fresh tomato and served with manchego cheese.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
love
you're in,
some manchego cheese.
yes, girl, it's the best.
Yeah.
So if you're at Disney Springs in the next couple of weeks and you're in the mood for a little G&T, Jaleo is the place to be. Wick, word.
I was gonna say that is awesome.
Yes.
And you said it right there, Kat. G&T, that's my thing. People be like rolling up to the bar. Aljon rolls up. They say G&T. I'm like, it's me.
I just like the tea. I drink a lot of tonic, like by itself.
Oh yeah, Kristen does too.
Yeah, it's so good.
Tonic water. Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, this is kind of off topic, but we went to Disney Springs via the boat from Old Key West.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like looking at a boat makes me seasick, but I thought that like I'd be able to handle it. I was wrong. I was so very wrong.
Oh.
And I got so sick. I was so nauseous. I thought I was going to fall over. And we got to downtown Disney and they were like, "Do you want to go back?" And I was like, "I need to stop moving. Just let me sit down for 5 minutes." And my brother, who I love dearly, ran and got me a Beverly to make me feel better because it makes my nausea go away because he couldn't find a tonic water. Like the only tonic water that they had was like at Jaleo and they wouldn't give it to him to go.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So where did he? Oh, so he went to the Coca-Cola thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like all the way to the third floor and then went and
Wow. Brought me back a large Beverly to calm my stomach.
That is one heck of a brother.
He really is the best brother. He's the only one I got. So it's more of a participation trophy than anything, but
Well, I like your brother.
yeah, he's the best.
Yeah. Well, good for him who's able to go to Coca-Cola and get you that hookup.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you know who's your hookup? That would be Kristen. Give it up for Kristen. Holla, 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 holla. Right now, there's an opportunity for you as you book your next Disney vacation to save money and get a free.
Don't spoil it.
Oh, okay. I won't spoil it. Go ahead,
I get
Kristen.
to tell people.
Tell the gang what they're in for this
They are
week.
in.
For the
If you
traveling.
are a Disney Visa card member, you can get the free, that's right, free dining plan.
Whoa.
You do have to book your trip with your Disney Visa card in order to get the deal. But you purchase a 4-night, 4-day Disney travel package that'll include your room as well as theme park tickets, and it has to include the park hopper option. And it's, of course, going to be non-discounted. Then you get the free dining, and that's going to be for the dates of July 1st through the 31st, September 1st through September 7th, and then December 9th through December 21st. So limited dates, but still, it's a free dining that has come back. And yeah, depending on where you stay, depends on what plan you get. So if you are staying at a Disney Deluxe Villa Resort or a Disney Deluxe Resort, you will get the basic Disney dining plan that includes your table service as well as your quick service. And if you are staying in a moderate or a value, you will get the quick service dining plan for free.
Nice.
Now, if you do have that and you aren't staying at a deluxe, but you want the basic Disney dining plan, you can actually pay the difference, which is very nice.
Nice. I love it. I tell you what, this sounds like an amazing deal. Anytime we can talk about free dining, it always gets one of these. Haven't heard that in a long time. Yes.
And like we said last time, that Eat by Manit is now one of the more than 200 participating dining locations where you can use this.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should talk about Manit because she ended up doing some really cool stuff over the past week, winning a championship and all that cool stuff. Anyway, Kristen, where can people email you so that you can help them book their next vacation to Walt Disney World Resort, Disneyland, or even Universal, any cruise line, including Disney Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, or Adventures by Disney?
Yes, they can contact me at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
Email her today. All right. So did you see this whole thing you talked about, Manit?
No, what happened?
So apparently she won some stuff. Let's see. I'll have to look it up while you guys talk more about it. You guys go ahead and go into the next story. I'm going to call it up so you guys can talk about it.
Okay. So we are going to be talking about new culinary delights that are coming to downtown Disney District.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there are 3 new Mexican dining experiences. Plus, they also have announced, is it Din Tao Fung?
Din Tai Fung, yes.
Yes, future plans for new restaurants. So they have a sneak peeks of Paseo, Centrico, and Trinidita, which will be celebrating their opening in May, so just next month. It will feature native food and culture. Mexico's first Michelin star chef, Carlos Gaitan, is bringing authentic Mexican flair. Guests will experience a multi-sensory journey to the heart of his homeland in Mexico, with 3 distinctive concepts that will be opening over the next few weeks, which is going to be very nice. The first one is a show-stopping dining room and bar area. It's lined with rich wood, tiles, textures, leathers, and custom accents that celebrate Mexico's craftsmanship culture. There will be an extended upper patio, so you will have very cool views of the district from up there. It says his connection to his homeland comes from his life as he pairs his love of Mexico with the French culinary style and techniques. So that's going to be interesting. You will have colorful ceviches, mamas, coconita, pibil, roasted marinated pork, lamb, barbacoa, and the mejia, I can't talk, and mussels. So the next concept is going to be a courtyard bar and restaurant. And it's going to be like a central gathering place, which makes sense by the name. It's going to be an upscale Mexican cuisine and tequila-based cocktails. It's a very open concept place. carry through with the custom wood elements. There's also going to be a lush greenery as you enter into the outdoor canopy. They will feature dishes like, you know what, Kat? I'm going to let you talk about the dishes and go from here because you are so much better at pronouncing these, and it takes too much time for me to think.
You're good. You're good. So, Centrico will feature dishes like quesabirria, chicken enchiladas, sayunda, which is a Oaxacan shareable dish reminiscent of a pizza with a perfect crunch, and of course, one of Chef Gaitan's favorites, Caesar salad.
Do you know what most people don't realize is that Caesar salad is not an Italian dish.
No, it is not.
Mexican.
So
That's right.
it should be pronounced as Caesar salad. Anyway, moving on. Let's move.
At Tiendita, you'll experience Mexican heritage flavors and street food staples on the go with a self-ordering kiosks and menu options like esquites, fish tacos, ice cream stuffed chocolate tacos,
Like that.
breakfast favorites like chorizo breakfast burritos and chilaquiles, which is marinated tortilla chips with egg.
Of course, I passed it off to Kat, and now it's all the stuff I can say.
What's kind of funny is that at first I read it and I was like, stuffed chocolate fish tacos? That sounds disgusting.
Stuffed chocolate fish tacos.
Oh, I know.
Yum, yum.
Yeah.
I don't know. People eat chocolate grasshoppers, so.
Ugh. I mean, they're just like potato chips. It's fine.
Okay. If you say so. Once you pop. Anyway.
So recently, Chef Gaitan led a cooking demonstration at the Food and Wine Festival at DCA, and he gave festival goers a first look at his tetelas, which are stuffed corn and masa triangles that will be on the menu at Paseo.
Oh, that looks
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
The food looks
although-
very good with these pictures.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Mhm.
I loved Uva Bar, and I loved the other place that name is now escaping me, but that was there. But
Catal.
Catal. I
Catal.
loved those two restaurants. So I'm hoping that these will be just as good because those were great.
Yes.
The food, the pictures of the food in this place look beautiful.
Yeah.
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 Like a place that, like, once you sit down, you're gonna be there a while,
Yeah.
Truth.
like taking it all in.
Well, this is the Asian section of the menu.
Do you want to talk about it, Aljon?
I knew you were going to toss it over. Din Tai Fung opens this summer. It's in a delicious Michelin award-winning restaurant from Taiwan. Have you ever had Taiwanese food, gang?
Yes. I
Yes.
literally went to Din Tai Fung on Saturday after I got my ears pierced.
Oh, well.
I have not.
Okay, well, it was actually one of the first places I ate when I was in New York with my uncle, who was in the fashion district and all that cool stuff. So he was always taking us places to eat. So Taiwanese food was like the very first place I went to when I was a teenager.
Nice.
And it's opening this summer, bringing their signature soup dumplings, which is the xiao long bao, plus wonton noodles, steamed buns, bok choy, pork chop, fried rice, which is always a great Asian dish in general for any Asian culture, just about, and other flavorful dishes served family style. That's very Filipino-like.
So
Yes.
hearing pork chop fried rice made me think of the Spam fried rice.
Right, same.
And I saw Spam
Very similar.
the other day in the grocery store.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, it's gone expensive. I'm like, for what it is, like, why does it cost so much now?
Everything is expensive, even the Spam, the spicy.
I mean, we had it as a kid just because at that time
Well-
Spam was inexpensive.
Well, yeah, at that time, Spam was inexpensive, and you'd also have like other canned meats, deviled meats and stuff like that. They're in cans.
like
and
those Vienna sausages.
Vienna sausages,
My
and you
sister
have
loves
pate.
it, but I can't
That was
do
like
it.
My parents all the time had pate and they canned meat and stuff, and they'd put it on toast and stuff, and they'd have little hors d'oeuvres, and that's just what you had, growing up in the 70s and 80s.
Mhm.
So there's the Thai restaurant, okay, and there's also new steakhouse and barbecue concepts coming to downtown Disney, and so they're going to have a steakhouse restaurant adjacent to a barbecue eatery.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is going to be located at the footprint of the former RIP Tortilla Joe's. So,
It's crazy to think of all the places that we've been to there that are now gone.
Catal, Uva Bar, Tortilla Joe's.
Defunct.
ESPN,
Well, yeah, and then
House of Blues.
oh yeah, House of Blues is gone. Yeah, and New Orleans.
Ralph Brennan's
Ralph Brennan's Jazz
changed.
Kitchen.
It's changed.
It's not the same.
No, it's not
Not the same.
It's changed. But yeah.
All things do change, as times change and continue to evolve. So, but I look forward to checking out all these new concepts in the restaurants. I really like the architecture and the stuff I've seen so far. The open concepts look super bright and nice and neat. There's no dark spaces. It's all about light and, open concepts, which I like a lot. Feel free to move about. So
I'm excited about the next thing.
all right, Kristen.
There is an expansion and reimagination that is coming to Marceline's Confectionery.
Ooh.
So it's going to be an all new, expanded, and completely reimagined confection experience. It'll feature everybody's favorite treats, as well as new offerings. This location will soon be in progress, and you can visit a Marceline cart that will soon be coming to the district. So you can get caramel apples, churro toffee, and other handcrafted goods. And while this transformation is taking place, the Disney dress shop has temporarily moved to the Wonderground Gallery location. And select items from the Wonderground Gallery may be found in Disney Home. I did like the Wonderground Gallery. That was like one of my favorite places to just like walk around and look. I love looking at art, and I really miss, this is taking it like way back to like Pleasure Island time when they had the they still have the store, but it's changed a lot. The Art of Disney. But you would go in and it would be literally just wall to wall art and cells and all these things that you could buy that you just really can't get anymore. And then you had the Walt Disney Classic Collection, the little porcelain figures. All these really amazing art things, cool posters from the movies and stuff like that they just don't sell. And I miss that.
Yeah.
So I enjoy the Wonderground Gallery because it's the closest, that you can get any more to that.
Yeah.
Well,
Which is disappointing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have a lot of things to look forward to in the future as Downtown Disney District continues its metamorphosis over the next few years. So I'm looking forward to taking advantage of that next time we go down to
It's going to
Disneyland.
look like a completely different place by the time we get there.
I can't wait. That sounds like a lot of fun. Does sound like a lot of fun. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, gang,
Guess what time it is.
Is it that time? I'm going to stop this right here because I actually hit the wrong sound effect. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Is it time?
It is time. Because I think we covered it all.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I like
Everything.
Sweet.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. Thanks so much for
Hey, I
listening.
forgot to mention Manit.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Oh, yeah, tell us.
Okay.
Stop the music.
Okay, we'll stop the music. So if you check out Eat at Chuhan, Manit Chuhan's Instagram page, you'll see that she once again has won the Tournament of Champions on Food Network, and she's got the title belts. Of course, we know that WrestleMania was this weekend, but also she also has her her championship belts that she won. The Tournament of Champions. Dancing Spice Queen is the hashtag. You can check it out. She is super fun, and she got the 2024 championship belt. So she looks like she is a champion.
Those
Number one in
belts
our hearts. I
are
know, right?
huge.
That's a Guy Fieri thing, isn't it?
It is Guy Fieri thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Guy Fieri is known to do a lot of rock and roll and wrestling stuff, and of course, that's great that Guy does this tournament with all these great celebrity chefs. And so Monique, there she goes. Championship material, but we all knew it. Anyway, now we can cue the music back up.
Okay.
All right.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you guys so much for listening. You are the reason that we do the show. So please support us by sharing and giving us those 5-star reviews. You can also support us a little bit more by becoming a supporter on Spotify or wherever you choose to listen to us at. Or you can shop our links, Amazon, Disney Store, Kingdom Strollers, and Garden Grocer. Aljon, where can they find us?
All right, you can check us out, all the social media. We're there, people, we're there. And you can also check out the show archive at diningatdisney.com. You can also find us on all the major podcast platforms. Don't forget, in just a few weeks, if you're listening to us on Google Podcasts, it will be going away. So long, Google Podcasts. Be sure to listen to us on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, or any fine podcast player around. Did I mention Spotify? Yeah, there too. You can also check me out at Aljon Go, ALJONGO on Instagram. I post a lot of cool pop culture and music things, mostly about cats.
And guitars.
That's for sure. You can also check out the podcast that I host with former Disney creative animator, filmmaker, and author Dave Bossert called Skull Rock Podcast. We recently had Joe Lancicero, award-winning Imagineer, talking about Tokyo Disney Sea, and the Disney Cruise Line, and about all the great stuff they created on that ship, on those ships rather, and of course the overseas parks. So we're going to be talking about Shanghai Disney next. So be sure to listen to that. Kat.
You can find me at Catastrophe on Instagram at CAT_ASTROPHE. And of course, you can find Eat the Pictures, my podcast, anywhere you get podcasts. If you haven't already, join our Facebook group, Dining at Disney. And of course, check out our friends, the Disney Dorks and the Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone. Sorcerer Radio can be found at srsounds.com or on their beautiful app. Until next time, I've been Kat. That's been Kristen and Aljon. Bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.